7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello. How are you doing? Welcome along. It's really good to see you. Hope everything is well with you. It is Friday, the 7th of June. That's the first Friday of the month, and that can only mean that it is time for the non-farm payrolls, the most important economic data to be released in the United States every single month. So good morning to you in the States if you are just waking up and joining us, and good afternoon to you in Europe. I hope you've had a fantastic trading week and you are prepped, ready for a fantastic US session. Non-farm payrolls could be a game changer this week. There is no question about that, given with what happened with the ECB. But we're going to bring the numbers to you live. They're going to be happening in the next 15 minutes. So we don't have very long to actually wait before we're going to get them. So this is what is on the menu for today. We are looking for 185,000 new jobs to have been created in the United States in the month of May. So obviously we're in June, but this is for the month of May, for the last 4 weeks. And we're looking for 185. Previously, that was 175. So we're looking for obviously more jobs to have been created. The unemployment rate, that could be the game changer. 3.9% it was last time out. We're looking for that again. But if there is a big shift in that, that could certainly put some volatility in the markets. And of course, we also get the average hourly earnings as well. This one here, this is the month-on-month reading for May. That's the one that I would tend to focus on. We're expecting a slight uptick in that, 0.3% versus 0.2%. I don't think that there'll be a game changer today, but it potentially will be the actual jobs number that will be the important one, simply by the fact that we've had what's happened with the ECB this week. So we're not going to be covering any detailed analysis on this. But we are going to be bringing you the number live. So as a consequence of that, we've got a great competition that's running in the Discord room right now. This is basically all it is. If you can guess what the actual number is going to be, then head over to the Discord channel, the general chat, and then stick that number in there, and you could be in with a chance of winning a free $14,000 evaluation account. Now, the way that's going to work is whoever is closest to the number, they will be the person. If you get the number right, then you can potentially win the account, or whoever is closest to that number. That is basically how that's going to work. So please do not. But you can stick guesses in the YouTube channel. That's fine, but they will not count towards the competition. So if you're trying to guess what the number is and you want to be with a chance of winning the evaluation account, then you need to stick that into our Discord. If you are not sure how to get there, all you need to do is basically scan this code here that is on your screen in front of you. That will take you to our Discord channel. Hello to everybody in Discord. It's been pretty busy this morning. Lots of people sticking their guesses in there already. Tengu has gone for 187,000. Okay, we've got one in there at 245. I don't know. It's a bit of fun, but it's kind of cool, isn't it? It will certainly give us some volatility in the markets, that's for sure. So all you need to do is scan that QR code there, and you'll be able to get access to the Discord, stick them in, and then away we go. Okay, right. So we're going to get that number in about 12, 13 minutes time. So we've got a little bit of time. So we obviously at FTUK, this is the first time we've done a non-farm payroll stream. We're going to wrap this in our weekly catch-up as well. So before we actually get the number, it's a good chance to get everyone up to speed with the latest developments that have been happening at FTUK over the course of the last week or so. And the first thing that I want to talk about today is the swap accounts, the swap rates on the accounts. Now, obviously, we've been onboarding 3 new trading platforms in the last sort of like 8 weeks or so. It's not been a particularly easy task. We have actually started to get everything lined up now, so everything is working very well. We've now got swap-free accounts available on each trading platform. We didn't have that at first, but we have got it now. So if you do require or you do need a swap-free account, then you can get that on any of the choice of platforms that we've got. So we've got Match Trader, we've got C Trader, and we've also got DX Trade as well. So If you're not sure what a swap account is or how that works, it's not that difficult to understand. It's primarily focused on FX rates because we have different interest rates in different countries. And the different interest rates, the discrepancy between the two can mean if you're long one currency or you're short another, you're long one currency and you're short the other, then you could either maybe accrue some interest or you could maybe have to pay some interest. And that always happens at the end of the trading day. So if you hold your position overnight, then you're likely to incur a rollover or a swap rate as it's called, and that will be added or subtracted from your account. Or alternatively, if you can't use a swap, if you don't want to have a swap, then that will not be added into the equation. Now, why is someone not going to want a swap-free account? Well, the primary reason is religious. So if you are a Muslim, then Muslims don't engage in the whole concept of interest rates and how interest is paid and given to people. So what this allows people to trade in that capacity without actually having to engage in the whole interest rate concept that is wrapped around accounts. So that is how that actually works. So we've now got it on all of those platforms. So if you do need a swap-free account, all you need to do is specify that when you're speaking to support, and we will get that switched on for you so that it is all there and everything is correct. Now, if you are not sure how the swap rates actually work, you will see that they're not always the same, and they do vary from broker to broker, platform to platform. You do have some variety in there, but every platform will have some sort of specification about the actual currency pair that you're trading or the product that you're trading, whether that's gold or the S&P 500s. You'll have some sort of a window that gives you specification. This one that you can see in front of you, this is for match trade, and if you look in the left-hand corner there, you'll see that it says swaps per pips, yeah? And that you can see if you're trading the dollar against the Swiss franc, what that basically means is if you are long the dollar against the Swiss franc, you're going to get paid some money into your account at the end of every single day. And if you are short, then you are obviously going to have to pay, and some money will be subtracted from your account if you're holding the position overnight. Now, if you're a scalper or a day trader, this means absolutely nothing. But if you are a regular trader, I mean, I'm a long-term trader, so swap rates really do matter to me, and so I always want to try and trade on the positive side of that because you're adding to your edge. So the way that this particular one works, and it can depend on platform to platform. Certainly from a currency point of view, you'll see here on Match Trader, it says the swap is denominated in pips. So at the moment on the dollar against the Swiss franc, that's 4.321 pips. So if you were theoretically trading $100,000 worth of standard size lots, yeah, which in the old MetaTrader world would be 1.00, yeah, then that would mean that at the end of every day, you would be paid for the value of 4 pips worth into your account. Or if you were short, then you would pay the value of 12 pips worth off the account on that particular size. So obviously it scales down, yeah, so it depends on what your size is and what you're trading per pip, but that is there. That is all in there for you. Swap rates are now, swap-free accounts are now available on all of our platforms. Okay, right, so we've got 7 minutes to go. I don't want to miss it, so I've got to be very careful. I had a question early in the week asking about the dashboard. Now, I said we would do a little sweep round of the dashboard. If you've never been a client of FTUK, we don't offer free trials, so you'll never seen our dashboard. And our dashboard is absolutely fantastic. There's all kinds of stuff that you can do on it. So if I just show you that there, I've got a copy of it here for you to see. This is our trader dashboard, and it's a cool tool. There's all sorts of stuff that you can do with it. In the few minutes before the non-farm payrolls, we'll just have a quick look around at some of the key features, and I'll point out where we are going to be getting some changes over the course of the next few months as well. So, you can see here the most important switch, which most people like, and that is the dark mode switch. Excuse me. I do apologize. bit of a tickle in the back of my throat. This is the most important switch for most people, the dark mode switch. You can see there, so you can toggle that on and off, and depending whether you want to work in a light mode or a dark mode, that is something that you can do. You've got your account overview here. Now, this is just a theoretical one that we have at the company, so it's got quite a few in here. You can only have a maximum of 3 accounts with us, though, at any one time that are live, and you can get access to everything that you need that's in here. So if you hit one of these buttons here, you can see all of the trades that you've got open, that you've been using. You've got some key important statistics here on the right hand side. This graph builds over time as you are trading, and you can look at your trades monthly, daily, weekly. It connects with your trading platform that you are using, and then any payouts that you've made as well. This tab down here shows you where all of the payouts are, certificates as well, if you're accruing any certificates along the way. This is the bit that I want to draw your attention to. This is important for today, and if I look at just the US dollar, you should be able to see the non-farm payrolls is coming up there. There it is. Oh, that's non-farm payrolls. That's the private one. Let me have a look at that one there. 130 non-farm payrolls for May. There, you can see it. Previous 175, 185,000 for the next one. So that economic calendar, that will update once the data is released. Now, we've also got a news feed on here as well. This is super important, and this is the bit that I want to draw your attention to, because over the next couple of months, we're going to look at maybe adding some extra stuff in here, looking to redevelop this in a way that's more beneficial. At the moment, you've got an aggregated news feed, and a lot of this stuff is really handy, because instead of scrolling around on the internet looking for information about what's happening in the market, you've got it all here in front of you. It's all sort of like, pushed together into one portal for you. Articles from FX Street, FX Empire, Forex.com. It's all in there. We are going to be doing some work on this over the next few months, and this is definitely an area on the dashboard to keep your eye on, because it's going to be, let's just say, it's going to be growing and some of the tools that we're going to be adding in there are going to be very well worth having a look at. You can also, in the download section, you can get access to all of the different platforms, depending on which platform that you are wanting to use. We've also got the Android app now, which I talked about in last week's stream. The Android app for DX Trade, that's in there as well. CAC Trader and also Match Trade, that's on there as well. You've got a help center, and there's tons of stuff. So you've got access to a lot of stuff. If you've never been a customer, this is basically your route into the into the community. You're going to be able to access and operate everything that you need to do with your accounts from there. So it's dead easy to actually work with. You can be up and running in a few minutes. It's really super easy to do. Okay, so right, let's have a quick look at just recap. I've got so many windows open. Let's just recap the actual streams themselves, the numbers that we are going to be focusing on. So it's that 185,000, that unemployment rate 3.9. That is going to be the important one. We've got 3 minutes to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up the trading platform now. We've got C Trader here. This is one of our latest platforms. Now, I can't put any analysis around what I think is going to happen today on today's number, because I am not allowed to do that. But you can see that I have put some of the core markets on here. These are all 5-minute charts, and you can see here in the top left we've got the S&P 500. That is going to move for sure. We've also got gold up here, which is a very popular instrument to trade. That is on the top right. You've got the euro-dollar rates down here, the Forex pair. That's on a 5-minute chart down here. Obviously, that was very volatile yesterday with the ECB, as you can see. And you've got dollar-yen as well as your safe haven currency. That is on the right-hand side. So we've got just about a minute and a half to go now. So we will see which of these markets is going to be the one that's going to, I don't know, give us a lot of volatility. It can, if you've never traded non-farm payrolls before, it can be a little bit tricky. So there's definitely nothing wrong in just sitting out if you've never done it before. But whether you are experienced or you're not experienced, everyone pays attention to non-farm payrolls, because it's just so important. It sets the tone for the coming week. It sets the tone for the coming month. because everybody needs to know exactly what the health of the US economy is. And this is really giving us a mainline understanding of what that is actually going to be. So if you are trading, I wish you the best of luck with it, and I hope you've got your risk in check. Make sure you've got your stop loss placements, and you know where your trade is wrong. Never ever forget that. It's really the most important thing to remember with a stop loss is that it answers one key question, and that is, where am I wrong? You need to know that, whether you're trading a strategy that you've got yourself or you're trading news trades. If you're wrong, you need to know when to get out. So just bear that in mind. Okay, so we've got 20 seconds to go, so I will go quiet and I will shout the number out as soon as I get it. We're looking for 185. $272. 0.4% average. Unemployment rate has gone up 4%. Unemployment has gone up. Wow. Look at the dollar. Look at that dollar. Wow. 272K on the headline number. Wow. That's sort of like 50 pips pretty much on an instant in the euro dollar rate. Really big move. So you can see, if you've never seen this before, you can see why so many people pay such a lot of attention to non-farm payrolls, particularly if the number is out of whack from what most people are expecting. So that's a pretty high number on the jobs. So but for me, the unemployment one is the interesting one there. But yeah, that's very volatile. So if you are on the wrong side of this, just be very, very careful with how you sort of make your decisions. This is the sort of news event that you really should be planning beforehand. You should know exactly where you're wrong on your trades. But if you're on the right side of it, then, you know, this is something that can extend into the US session as well. So yeah, you've definitely got to have your wits about you on a non-farm payroll. But it's always, for me, non-farm payroll usually sets up the next week really well. So I stopped trading non-farm payrolls a long time ago, but I would always use the information usually by the Tuesday or the Wednesday the next week. Usually, if you're going to get a meaningful trend in any of the currency pairs that's off the back of a non-farm payroll data release, you start to feel that trend the week after. So if you missed out, don't sit there and feel like you've missed the boat on this stuff. You haven't. You really haven't. The market keeps presenting opportunities, and you can get a decent quality trend that starts to extend into next week. So just bear that in mind. But yeah, look at gold as well, down. But that dollar is all about the dollar there. All about the dollar there. That S&P 500 as well, dropping pretty sharply too. Gosh, exciting stuff. Really, really good. Okay, so that is the non-farm payrolls. All of the information is out there. So let's move it on, and let's have a quick weekend offer for you. These are proving very, very popular indeed. If you're in the market for an instant funded account or a traditional evaluation this weekend, then head over to the website and use this coupon code NFP30, and that will give you a 30% discount on any of our accounts that we have on sale at the moment. So that is a really good way to start your weekend for sure. Other than that, if you've hopefully there will be someone who in the Discord that's picked the number right. I can't see that at the moment, but we will get that ironed out, and we'll find whoever was closest to the number, and they will be winning a free 14k evaluation account, and we will sort all of the details out with you over the weekend. So congratulations to whoever has won that. Okay, right, that's it. That's everything we've got for today. So yeah, no question, really, really good non-farm payroll session. Thank you very much for your support. There's lots happening in the prop industry, and FTUK is very much at the very, very heart of it. So thank you for your company. Have a fantastic weekend, and we will see you all next week.